Good morning. Thank you all for being here, and I want to thank our hosts, the Cascade Myers store, and it's an appropriate spot in their sports department. I'm Mike Gusweiler, the president of the West Michigan Sports Commission, and again, I want to thank you all for attending our press conference today to talk about the Myers State Games of Michigan. But first, let me just remind you of the work of the West Michigan Sports Commission. We were formed in 2007, and the reason we were formed was really to be a catalyst of visitor spending and really quality of life through youth and amateur sports. And we've been doing that now into our 7th year. And we're really proud of the fact that now with about 300 events under wraps and about $100 million being spent into our local economy, that we continue to have that impact. But in 2010, one of the things that we wanted to do to have an additional impact was to have a signature event of our own. And that really began the constructing of the State Games of Michigan. And the State Games of Michigan really wouldn't have been as impactful as they've been without a great partner in Myers stores. To the point that with our 4th Myers State Games Summer Games, we saw over 6,700 athletes participate and descend upon our West Michigan region to compete in 34 different sports and compete for gold, silver, bronze medals, but also compete for the spirit of competition and for healthy living. And that's one thing that we feel in our partnership with Meyer really comes forth in all this competition and in the Myers State Games in Michigan. It also produced over $2 million of visitor spending. And so that's something that we expect to continue to grow and something that we're excited to announce today and how we will see that growth happen. But again, we couldn't do this without the partnerships and the sponsors that we have that have come to the table, and certainly our title sponsor in Meyer. So what I'd like to do at this time is welcome up Doug Meyer, co-chairman of Meyer Stores, to say a few words about their participation with the Myers State Games of Michigan.
Well, first of all, I have to apologize for any Michigan State fans because there is Michigan State gear behind the podium here. Unfortunately, the Michigan stuff is not covered. But anyway, well, thank you so much for coming. It's my pleasure to do this again year after year since 2010. Such a fun-filled event that we can celebrate with thousands of families throughout Grand Rapids and the state of Michigan. We began supporting this State Games of Michigan in 2010 because it fit our corporate philosophy of supporting the communities where our customers and our team members all live and work. And we were right. The signature event put on by the West Michigan Sports Commission evokes such a strong sense of community and state pride in the participants, as well as the thousands of spectators throughout the state that come and watch the games. It was even awarded the 2013 Extraordinary Event Organization Award by the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness, Health, and Sports. So we're pleased that the spirited and tenacious athletes who make up the state games, and I think we have some of them here, we're looking forward to another successful year next year, and it's our pleasure also to kick off the 2014 Winter Games, which will give even more children, families, spectators a chance to watch winter sports through our great state of Michigan. So thank you all again for coming. We're glad to be able to sponsor this great event, and good luck to all the athletes. Thank you.
Thanks again, Doug, and our thanks again to the Meyer family and Meyer stores. Of course, these games wouldn't occur without the athletes, and Doug had pointed out that we have some here today, but again, over nearly 7,000 athletes in our summer games, and the families that descend upon our area with them. These athletes come in all different shapes and sizes, and through these 34 different sports, we've seen ages from 4 to 84 compete. And again, it's the quality of competition and really getting out and experiencing all that these sports offer. Well, many of these athletes through these years really rise above the rest in the spirit of competition and sportsmanship, gamesmanship, and really what these games evoke in all of us through competition. And so I'd like to introduce now Mr. Jim Hegland. Jim is a board member of the Myers State Games of Michigan and is the chair of the games, and also is a fifth Dan in the sport of Taekwondo. So Jim will be coming up to do our 2013 Athletes of the Year presentation, assisted by Mr. Doug Meyer.
Good morning. Each year, there are 3 Athletes of the Year selected to represent the Myers State Games of Michigan, 1 youth, 1 female, and 1 male. To be selected as the Athlete of the Year, an individual must be nominated by a tournament director, coach, or volunteer. After all nominations have been submitted, a committee comes together to decide who best represents the true meaning of the state games. This year, we have 3 outstanding athletes that embody the 3 core values of the Myers State Games of Michigan: participation, sportsmanship, and healthy living. Our Youth Athlete of the Year is a 10-year-old Webelos Cub Scout and Bowman recurve archer. This athlete may be battling dwarfism, but he does not let it affect his competitive spirit, as he competed for the first time in the 2013 State Games of Michigan. So far this year, he has placed either first or second in 6 different tournaments, including the state games, where he won the silver medal in the outdoor FITA recurve Bowman event. He not only is a competitor in archery, but he has also competed in the World Dwarf Games in track, field, swimming, archery, floor hockey, and badminton, taking home 9 gold medals and 4 silvers. Our youth athlete this year was chosen for his competitive spirit and his outstanding character. When competing in the Junior Olympics Archery Development Program, he entered in a 50-50 raffle, and instead of keeping the money, he donated it to the Junior Olympics Archery Development Program. He is a member of Little People of America, and he has a big heart. The 2013 Youth Athlete of the Year, Liam Smith. Okay.
I am so excited to be here today and to be named the 2013 Myers State Games of Michigan Youth Athlete of the Year. I would like to thank Mr. Dregnacourt for the nomination, the selection committee, my coaches at Top Knock Joad Archery, and the organizers and sponsors of the Myers State Games of Michigan. I had a great time and look forward to next year's games. Thank you again.
Good job, Liam. Good job. Our female athlete of the year is a mother of 5 who started her athletic career in 1958. She battled polio in 1952, which has shaped her determination to work hard and be happy every day with new feats. She overcame all odds and has stood at the start and turned in the discus pits in Australia, Russia, Finland, England, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and Grand Rapids, Michigan. At the age of 76, she holds the American national record for the discus throw in her age group and is ranked number 7 in the world. She is a 2-time competitor in the State Games of Michigan and took home gold this year in the women's 75 to 79 age division discus throw. Our female athlete of the year does not quit. She has finished 17 marathons, 10 half marathons, and countless USATF track meets. She was chosen this year for her determination and her positive attitude. The 2013 Female Athlete of the Year, Joan Berman.
I'm not going to say thank you to everybody because it is everybody. I have friends and I have coaches and I have family and I have a wonderful life. But what I do want to say is that in order for me to have a wonderful life, I have to have a playground. I have to have a place to play. Some place, and I know you know this, where even if you're a little nervous, it doesn't matter. You will do your best. No one will like you less. Everything will be fine. But if you don't provide that, we don't play. One of the things that I think was most crucial is, since I'm 76, in high school in Grand Rapids in 1950s, there was no place to play. Women didn't play anything, or not much. And here I am at this great age, having started all this at age 58, almost 60. I can now do the things that he can do. I can go anywhere. Thanks to Myers, thanks to the people who sponsor events like this. Thank you.
Our male athlete of the year is a father of 5 children and has been a member of the Grand Rapids Fire Department for the past 20 years. He has participated at the state games of Michigan since 2010 and is a yearly competitor at the track and field throwing events while earning gold medals in each of 3 events he entered in the 2013 games. But he has 2013 games, hammer throw, discus, and shot put. Not only does he participate in the state games, but he has encouraged his children to participate in the state games as well, right alongside him. Our male athlete had a standout career at Grand Valley State University, where he broke several records, including the school record in discus throw, which he held for over 10 years, until one of the athletes he coached broke it. After college, he competed at the USA Indoor Track and Field National 11 times and was ranked in the top 10 throwers in the U.S. 3 times during that period. He has passed on his knowledge of track and field onto multiple All-American throwers and was named GLIAC Conference Women's Coach of the Year in 1999. Our male athlete was chosen for his passion that he brings to the field and the encouragement he gives to others to participate. Our 2013 Male Athlete of the Year, Joe Skoricki.
Well, like it's been said before, it's very important that we have the opportunities to have these type of competitions. And the sponsors, we want to thank very much for setting up the competitions that we've been able to have. One thing I'm very happy for, as it was stated, is I really enjoy being able to compete with my children in a sport that I love, that I've spent so much time with, that they're able to get out there now and have the same competitions where I can coach them and compete with them. They get to see what I get to do. I get to see what they're doing at the same time. And we just enjoy having fun together. It's very few opportunities that I get to do that. And this stage was something that is very special to me. I've been to many different meets, but this one holds a very special place for me. Thank you very much, and hopefully I can keep going, and my kids will definitely keep going.
Let's give another round of applause to all of our 2013 Athletes of the Year. I mentioned, of course, the number of sports being 34 this past year. That continues to grow. It was over 24 venues that house those sports, and many hours of planning, many hours that begin throughout the year of planning to go into these games. But to put these games on, it takes hundreds of hours of volunteer time and twice that many volunteers, totaling over 500 for these past summer games. And again, with the volunteer help, whether it's the tournament committee directors, their staffs, or the logistical support that we get at each of the venues, throughout the year, there always tends to be a volunteer that has gone above and beyond and has really committed their time, talent, and treasure to be with us and help put on successful games. And so at this time, I'd like to introduce and ask up to the stage our hockey tournament director, co-director, Mr. Brian Belgraf, to help award our 2013 Volunteer of the Year Award.
I would like to thank Eric Engelbartz, Mike Gusweiler, and the rest of the Sports Commission for giving me an opportunity to present the 2013 Myers State Games of Michigan Volunteer of the Year Award. My co-chair, Andrew Hall, and the rest of the Youth Hockey Tournament Committee have been blessed with great volunteers over our 3+ years in hosting this event. Each year we have had one volunteer who goes above and beyond our expectations in helping us to accomplish our goal of making this a first-class experience for our young athletes. Our tournament covers about 66 hours and 44 games worth of work over a 4-day period. Each of those games needs a scorekeeper and someone to run the clock. When we ask for volunteers, we ask for a 2-game block covering about 3 hours. Bruce Buston, along with his son Michael, volunteered to work all of our tournament. We have 3 different age divisions in 3 different buildings, and Bruce did whatever he could do to help us. With his son Mike by his side, he made our tournament work. Even though the temperatures were 80+ degrees outside, inside it's very cold. Ambient temperature is somewhere in the 40s. Think about it, 16-hour days in 40-degree temps in the middle of summer. Sounds nice, but trust me, it's really cold. He is a real superstar. Bruce is also a serial volunteer. Lacrosse, hockey, band, fundraisers, you ask, he comes. And with our deepest gratitude to Bruce, I'm so proud to present our 2000 Myers State Games of Michigan Volunteer Award to Bruce Buston.
Wow, I am really humbled to be receiving this award. Like Brian said, 50% of this really does need to go to my son Michael, who went willingly. He will do pretty much anything to watch any level of hockey. He's that big of a hockey nut. And like Brian said, yeah, it was really cold. We spent a lot of hours ringside scoring games, but it was a lot of fun because of the quality of hockey that we got to see. We got to see some of the best hockey players, 12 and under, 14 and under, throughout the state. It was just a real privilege and a real treat to be able to watch that firsthand up close. So thank you for this recognition. Thank you to Andy and Brian and to Myers and the West Michigan Sports Commission as well. Thank you very much.
You can tell we're close to the Halloween season. Right? Congratulations again to you, Bruce. Congratulations and thank you for your volunteerism and all that you do to help make these games successful. We appreciate yourself and so many others like you that contribute to these games. There's many cliches in sports. I'm going to use one to describe really the impact that the West Michigan Sports Commission is able to have, and that's team. We have an incredible staff of 5 full-time people that really carry out the responsibilities to have an economic impact in our community. And certainly this next individual that I'm going to introduce contributes a great deal to our team, and without him, I'm not sure that we would have had the State Games of Michigan and the Myers State Games of Michigan because of his expertise and knowledge and experience that he's brought to the West Michigan Sports Commission to help us create these games, but also grow these games and continue to grow them into the future. So at this time, I'd like to introduce the the Executive Director of the Myers State Games of Michigan, Mr. Eric Engelbarts.
Thanks for the intro, Mike. That was awesome. Appreciate that. The Myers State Games of Michigan is a multi-sport Olympic-style event that welcomes athletes regardless of age or ability. The Games embody the values of participation, sportsmanship, and healthy living among residents of the state of Michigan. In April, the Myers State Games of Michigan was recognized statewide by winning the Governor's Council Extraordinary Event Award for providing fitness opportunities for the public at large in an exceptional way. With the announcement of Winter Games, the Myers State Games of Michigan will be able to provide a year-round incentive for Michigan residents to stay active and help improve lifestyles that can lead to a better quality of life. Thank you, Nicole. The inaugural 2014 Myers State Games of Michigan Winter Games will be held February 14th through the 16th and feature 12 sports. The opening ceremony will be held at Canonsburg Ski and Ride area and contain a parade of athletes, a torchlight parade, fireworks, and a big air exhibition with professional skier and snowboarders. The Winter Games sports lineup includes basketball, which will be held at various venues throughout Grand Rapids, an indoor BMX competition to be held at Thrifty Acres Indoor BMX Track, which is located inside Myers' original store in Greenville, bowling to be held at Northfield Lanes, a fat bike competition featuring riders on mountain bikes with tires over 3 inches wide designed to ride on snow. Our ice hockey competition will host both adult and squirt divisions. These divisions are not currently represented in the summer games. The tournaments will be held at multiple venues throughout Grand Rapids. Racquetball will be ran with the expertise of the Michigan Racquetball Association. Indoor rowing, a virtual rowing competition where 11 rowers compete on machines hooked to video screens, allowing the crowd to participate by cheering on their favorite competitor. The speed skating competition will host the Michigan Speed Skating Association's 2014 Michigan Short Track State Championships. The event will be held at Eagle Ice Center. The Myers State Games of Michigan is proud to partner with Canonsburg Ski and Ride area to offer skiing and snowboarding. Events will include slalom, giant slalom, a rail jam, and skier and snowboarder cross, among others. Snowball softball will be held at Huff Park. A modified softball game will showcase co-ed teams competing in the elements. The Snowshoe Trail Run is an event that is looking to transform the culture of running, specifically snowshoe running, in West Michigan. And lastly, I'm proud to announce the Myers State Games has formed a partnership with the Michigan Youth Wrestling Association, an organization with over 6,000 registered wrestlers throughout Michigan. And the wrestling event will be held at Grand Rapids Community College's Ford Fieldhouse. With these 12 sports, the Myers State Games has formed a partnership. With these 12 sports, the West Michigan Sports Commission is expecting the inaugural Winter Games to welcome over 2,000 athletes and contribute at least $500,000 in direct visitor spending to the greater Grand Rapids area. As always, for the most up-to-date information, visit our website at stategamesofmichigan.com. Now, in closing, I would like to thank the Meyer family and corporation, as well as the rest of our sponsors for their continued support. With their help, the West Michigan Sports Commission was able to take an idea and make it a statewide award-winning event that serves as one of the most celebrated and anticipated in Michigan. And congratulations to our athletes and Volunteer of the Year for their remarkable accomplishments. We'll take any questions at this time and offer one-on-one interviews to anyone that may be interested. Thank you all for attending.